Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. I wanted to come on and just do a quick make with the Haunted Halloween collection die set. Obviously, you know, this is a Halloween set, but I just wanted to add my colorway to it really, and make something pink. So today I am going to be making the witch's hat. I've cut all the pieces out. I've cut out all the decorative patterned, well, the pattern paper. I'm not really using any of the Verso dies. I'm keeping it quite straightforward and simple. And yeah, so I'm using pattern paper from, I think it's one of the Crafter's Companion collection, like Garden Love or something along those lines. I'll be using some mulberry flowers, and I've used the ivy leaves out of this die set and cut some of the leaves out. I just made this. So your main panels for this, to make the hat, is you need the larger circle die. I have used this wavy one just so I could cut some pattern paper out of it. I've used the hexagon to cut into my circles. So you need two of the large circles where you have to cut a hexagon out. So you position these in order to get the alignment right and the positioning of the hexagon correct. So you need two of these. I've used this wavy one in decorative, the patterned paper. I'm using 3 of the inner hexagons. One is pattern paper. I'm using some of these ivy leaves and this one here. I've used a couple of these squiggly bits. I don't know what they are, but I've used a few of those. And I've used this die here. I've cut this out 3 times, and I've cut this panel out 6 times. I haven't mentioned that already. I've cut some of the spider webs out and the belt and buckle that goes around the hat. So that's the die set. So for today's project, I've already glued everything, all the pattern paper down, just to make my life easier and to be able to get this done quite quickly. So all I am going to do is, oh, apparently I didn't fold these. So I'll just quickly fold these ones. I've literally just got home and, well, not just got home, I got home a little while ago, and just catching up on today's Friday live, and just hearing the sad news that Ali is retiring. When I first came to know about Tonic, it was Ali that I used to watch with Owain and Daniel doing the shows, so it's quite sad. I've got that glare back again, so apologies. Let me see if I can put my coaster down just to cover that glare. There we go. Sorry, lighting's not great today. Again, it's quite late at night, and if you see any shadows, my cats are loitering with intent, so apologies for that. Okay, so I'm not sure why I've cut so many of these out. I do this all the time. Cut 6 out, I only need 3. Right, but what we will do is actually attach these together, because this makes a tiny little box that goes inside the hat. So I might as well get this done and out of the way. I was watching Leo putting together her bauble on the live, and can't wait for the candy cane set to be available through Tonic. Planning to buy that set. I wasn't going to get Timeless Tidings, if I'm being honest, but I've changed my mind. I did see our lovely, our senior DT, Vicky. She used the Timeless Tidings for the samples, and they were so nice, and I was like, right, initially I wasn't going to get it, but actually she's done an incredible job. So yeah, Vicky's the enabler with all her amazing samples that she makes for Create and Craft. And she did a memory book as well, using my Cherished Memories memory book. Absolutely stunning. And some of the pattern paper in the Timeless Tiding collection is just incredible. But also some of the embossing folders, 3D embossing folders, my gosh, you have to admit, Tonic are just getting better and better by the day with their collections. I'm just, you know, quite shocked at how big some of these bundles are. So I'm just going to open up these tabs and just going to apply some glue, because I'm going to put one of these hexagons inside. Oh, it's warm again as well, so apologies if you can hear my little dinky fan in the background. Just got it to the side of me. Just need some air really, it's so hot today. Last tab. There we go. Right. So I'm just going to put one of the hexagons inside. So I'll just fold these tabs in on itself, and then I can use there we go. Where is my, there we go. Oh, let's put that back there so we don't have a glare. I'm just gonna press against those tabs. And I get it, sometimes a lot of my makes can be a little bit controversial, or maybe a mind boggler, because we don't imagine things in certain colours, and then once we've made it, we're like, actually, you know what, it doesn't look so bad. It actually looks okay, and that's how I guess I see it in my head. Right, this was actually supposed to go inside. Didn't think about that, but I won't use that now. So I'll just glue this hexagon on. I'll try and see if I can squeeze this other piece in somehow. I don't know if I can, but I will try. I think the paper's only like 180 GSM or something, so it might be okay. We bend it slightly to push it in, maybe. Or do we just not bother? So I don't really want to bend the paper. Right, let's not waste any time. I'm going to try and get this done quickly. So the next section is so where I was saying about needing 2 of the large circles, and then you use the hexagon to cut into it, but there are other pieces that you can use to make sure you get everything aligned correctly. So we have these 2 pieces, which let me just need to make sure it's aligned correctly. I think that's it there. So what we're going to be doing is gluing these in between. So we'll come back to that in a second, but I'm going to start gluing these sections together to form the top of the hat. And I know obviously, you know, you don't really get a pink witch's hat, but in my world you do. So I remember when I came across, so I had left crafting for a bit back in 2021, I think it was. And my main reason for coming back to crafting was the telephone treat box. I'm sure I've mentioned it in a previous video. So when I came back to it, obviously, I'm originally from London. So when I came back to it, I was like, oh my goodness, this takes me back to my childhood. Like literally took me back to my childhood, because I am from the Bethnal Green end of East London, without giving too much away there. But so I'm from the heart of the East End, basically. So growing up, I travelled on the number 8 bus quite a lot. And the number 8 bus is the exact same bus as what Tonic released as their the bus die set. So it has a lot of sentimental value for me, purely because it brings back a lot of memories of my father, who unfortunately passed away back in 2021, which is when I kind of walked away from crafting. And thankfully it is through, you know, my sentimental memories of our good times that I actually came back to crafting. So, you know, in a way it was a positive thing for me. But when I did come back to crafting, I found it like really difficult to make the bus and the telephone treat box in red. I don't know what it is, but I really struggled. So I decided, right, well, my favourite colour is pink. So seeing as my favourite colour is pink, I am going to make a pink telephone treat box. And I guess I've kind of stuck with that. So yeah, that's kind of how, I mean, obviously I made things in pink, don't get me wrong, but that's when I was like, right, you know, when you're crafting, yes, something might need to be a certain color, but it's what your eyes see, how you like to craft. And if you're inspired by a certain color, it doesn't really matter what you're making. If you can make it look nice and you're happy with what you've made, I guess that's what counts at the end of the day. Because crafting is, you know, for me, promoting mental well-being, it's such an important part of our lives, you know, how we promote our own mental well-being. And if crafting makes you happy, then that's exactly what you should be doing. And you know, the other added bonus is you meet amazing people along the way. So it's a win-win in my opinion. Okay, so we are nearly here with this. So all we need to do, sorry, I'm probably twitching a little bit. All we need to do is just put this together. Last piece. Just make sure you get glue right into that corner. And just make sure everything is level and aligns nicely, which it does. There we go, that's better. We know everything's stuck down. There we go. Okay. So there's, nope, that hasn't stuck down very well, has it? That didn't do. That better? Yes. Okay, right, here we go. So we have our cone. So then what we're going to do is feed. I'm just going to put some glue. Before I do that, I might just glue this piece on first. So this is the decorative, the patterned paper I'll be using. So I'm just going to stick this down before I do anything else, because I think that will just make my life easier. Need to just line that up and then stick that down like so, and then we're just going to put glue on these tabs here. Because then we can just slide this in. I'm just going to, I think that's going to be my front. So I'll stick this down. And then just gently, I'm being quite hard with it actually, but just gently, so you don't damage your pattern paper, just gently press all that down, and then we're literally just going to cover this. And this is what I mean, that's how simple this hat is to put together. Literally doesn't take too long at all. Just make sure you get glue all the way to the edge. There you go. And so we are going to stick this one down. Make sure everything is level. So I want my front to be here. So I want the floral parts. And this pattern paper, it has specks of gold, which is very similar in colour to the harvest gold. So we have that, and then this basically sits inside like so, your hat, and you can put treats in there, and you know, you can put whatever you want in there basically. So then what we are going to do is, I have these spider webs which I was going to stick on here. So let's get some glue on these. I'm not being specific or anything like that at all. I'm just literally just sticking these down. There we go. And this one. Oh. Okay, glue all over my fingers. And then this one we will stick somewhere there. So we've got a couple of webs sticking out. And then what I wanted to do was, let's stick the buckle and belt that goes all the way around. So I'm going to start with the buckle. I've already fed the buckle through. Honestly, this lighting is really bad today. Right, there's this buckle, so I'm just going to, I've just fed the buckle through this strip, and then I'm just going to apply glue to the back, and this is going to stick to the front, perhaps, and it will, you know, you can feel it with your finger where it actually, where it works out to be the right place to place it. Just going to move that along a little bit, straighten it out, perhaps place that there. So now what I'm going to do is just go all the way around with the strips and make sure they're evenly placed all the way around. So making sure everything aligns, and press that down. So I feel like there's glue on there. Hold on, let's try that again. Oh. Okay, let's try that again. There we go. That's better. Next one. Might help if I use my tweezers, because I am literally getting glue all over my fingers. There we go. Next one. I think I've cut too many of these strips, but better to have too many than none, I guess. I want to face that this way. And then we are going to stick this one on. And then the next one, 2 more to go. And then the fun part, embellishing everything. And then the last one. Okay. Right, that's stuck down now. So that is the buckle and belt done. Now we are going to, sorry about that. Now we are going to add some of the leaves and the flowers. So I've cut them in fern green and in speciality card, which is green leaves. These are some of my favourite colours. So I'm really hoping Tonic haven't retired pistachio green, because I haven't seen that for a very long time. So I don't know what's going on with that. I'm just going to stick some of these onto the base. I'm not using any kind of pattern or anything like that. I'm just literally going for it. And then I've got smaller ones which can be used stick some of these on. Stick some of these on. Let's use some of these squiggly bits too. So I do want to add some gold into here and there. So I realised after filming the whole witch's hat that the end part of the video suddenly stopped, and I hadn't realised while I was adding the embellishments on that it had cut out. So this is what it looks like. I did add some flowers, as I said in the video. I added some flowers and the rest of the leaves, and I've added these swirly bits, and my hat doesn't look so scary, I guess. So I can only apologise that the video cut out, but all I did in the end part was really just adding the leaves on, the swirly bits, and just basically adhering the flowers on. So this is what it looks like. The back is fairly plain. I didn't really do much with the back, kept it quite simple, and it is the most simplest of boxes to make. So that's the base. I did manage to put the patterned paper inside. I think it just adds a bit of a touch to it, and it just slots in, and that's how it sits. So you can put, you know, tiny sweets in there, like, I don't know, M&Ms, Smarties, things like that. Don't they just make a fabulous treat box? And that's what they are, really, just a treat box. You don't have to add this section in if you don't want to. You can just leave it like that, and it just looks cool, like on a desk or something. That glares back. So yeah, that's the finished product. What I will do is add some pictures to Facebook, and I will link the video also. Thank you so much for watching, and again, apologies that part of it I lost the video. Well, I didn't lose it, but it cut out, so I didn't realise it wasn't filming. So that is the end product. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you wouldn't mind liking and subscribing, it doesn't cost you anything to like and subscribe and support the DT members with their YouTube channels. Again, also to remember, I am not sponsored by Tonic to make these videos, so although I am part of the DT, I'm not sponsored to make these videos, so I do them because I enjoy making videos and sharing my ideas and inspiring other people to be creative and let your inner self out, and to promote mental well-being where possible. So thank you so much. Please hit that notification bell if you would like to be notified of any future videos. And all that's left to say is thank you so much, and happy crafting, and I will see you all soon. Take care, guys. Bye.